Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. It's great to have you here. I'm Mr. B.
And I'm Anna. So happy you're joining us today.
Anna, I have to share something crazy with you. Last week, I met a student who's been studying English for 3 years. She knows so much vocabulary, she understands grammar, but when we talked, every sentence took her like 10 seconds to say.
10 seconds? Why so long?
Because in her head, she was doing this: think in her language, translate to English, check the grammar, and then finally speak. It was exhausting just watching her.
Oh no, that sounds so slow and tiring.
Exactly. And by the end of this episode, you're going to learn how to stop doing that. We're going to show you how to think directly in English, no translation. And I'm going to reveal the one secret trick that even babies use to learn language. It's so simple, you'll wonder why nobody taught you this before.
Ooh, I love simple tricks. Okay, everyone, today we're learning how to think in English.
Yes, and this is probably the most important skill for becoming fluent, because if you translate in your head, you'll always be slow.
So true. Thinking in English makes you faster and more natural.
Exactly. So let's start with the basics. Anna, when you learned English, did you translate it first?
Oh, yes, all the time. I would think in my language first, then translate each word. It was so slow.
Right? We all do that at the beginning, but the goal is to stop translating, to think directly in English. So how do we do that?
Good question. Where do we even start?
Okay, here's the first step. Start with single words, just one word at a time.
Single words, not sentences?
Not yet. We're going to build up slowly. First, just words. Look around your room right now. What do you see?
I see a chair, a table, a lamp, a book.
Perfect. Now, when you look at that chair, don't think of the word in your language first. Just look at it and think chair.
Oh, so I'm connecting the object directly to the English word.
Exactly. No translation. You see the object, you think the English word. Direct connection.
That makes sense. So I should label everything around me?
Yes, label everything. Walk around your house, point at things, say the English word, door, window, cup, phone. Make that direct connection.
Okay, so if I do this every day, my brain starts to connect objects with English words automatically?
Exactly. Your brain starts to bypass your native language. It goes straight to English.
I love this. What's the next step?
The next step is use pictures and images. This is so powerful.
Pictures? How does that help?
Okay, instead of using a dictionary that translates words, use pictures. For example, if you want to learn the word apple, don't look up the translation, look at a picture of an apple.
Oh, so the image goes directly to the English word.
Yes, no translation needed. Your brain sees the picture, thinks apple. Not your language word for apple, just apple.
That's brilliant. So I should use picture dictionaries?
Absolutely. Picture dictionaries are amazing for this. Also, flashcards with images. Show yourself a picture of a dog, think dog. Picture of a tree, think tree.
What about Google Images? Can I use that?
Perfect. Google Images is free and amazing. Search for any word, see the pictures, make that connection.
I'm going to start doing this today. What's the next step?
Okay, now we move to simple sentences. But here's the key. We use very simple sentences to describe what we see and feel.
Simple sentences? Like what?
Like, narrate your life in English, in your head. I'm drinking coffee. I'm walking. I'm tired. It's cold. Super simple.
Oh, so I describe what I'm doing in English in my head.
Exactly. Don't translate. Just say it directly in English. I'm hungry. The sun is bright. This coffee is hot.
That sounds like thinking out loud, but in English.
Yes, exactly. You're narrating your life in English. At first, it will be simple, but that's okay. Simple is perfect.
So I don't need complicated sentences.
No, start simple. I'm happy. I'm walking to work. I like this song. These simple thoughts build the foundation.
I love this. It's like becoming the narrator of my own life in English.
Perfect way to describe it. Now, here's another great technique. Express your feelings in English.
My feelings? Why is that important?
Because feelings are immediate. When you feel something, describe it in English right away. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm happy. No time to translate.
Oh, so feelings help me practice thinking directly.
Exactly. Feelings are instant. Your brain doesn't have time to translate. You just feel it and say it in English.
That's smart. What about more complex thoughts?
We'll get there, but first, you need to build the habit with simple things. And here's a fun way to do that. Watch cartoons.
Cartoons? Really?
Yes, children's cartoons use simple English, simple vocabulary, simple grammar, and they use lots of visuals.
Oh, so I see the action and hear the simple English, and my brain connects them.
Exactly. No translation needed. You see a character running, you hear run. You see them eating, you hear eat. Direct connection.
That's genius. So what cartoons do you recommend?
Peppa Pig is perfect for beginners. Simple sentences, clear pronunciation, everyday situations. Or Bluey, or any children's show.
I'm not embarrassed to watch cartoons if it helps me learn.
Exactly. Don't be embarrassed. Babies learn from simple content. You can too.
What about songs? Do they help?
Oh yes, children's songs are amazing. Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, The Wheels on the Bus. Simple, repetitive, easy to remember.
And I don't need to translate the lyrics.
No, just sing along. Let the rhythm and melody help you remember. Your brain learns the patterns without translating.
This is so much fun. It doesn't feel like studying.
That's the point. Learning should be natural and enjoyable, not stressful.
Okay, so we have label objects, use pictures, simple sentences, cartoons, and songs. What else?
Here's an important one. Think in English even if you make mistakes.
Even with mistakes?
Yes, don't worry about being perfect. If you think, I go store yesterday, that's okay. It's not perfect grammar, but you're thinking in English.
So we shouldn't stop to correct ourselves?
Not in the beginning. Just keep thinking in English. Speed is more important than perfection at first.
That takes so much pressure off.
Exactly. The goal is to build the habit. Grammar corrections can come later. First, just think in English.
What if I don't know a word?
Describe it in simple English. Let's say you don't know the word refrigerator. You can think the cold box for food. Close enough.
Oh, so I don't need to know every word perfectly.
No, use the words you know. Describe things simply. This is how your brain learns to work in English.
This is so freeing. What about time? How long does this take?
Ah, great question. This is where patience comes in. You won't think in English overnight.
How long does it usually take?
It depends. If you practice every day, maybe a few months before it starts to feel natural. Maybe 6 months, maybe a year.
A year? That's a long time.
But think about it this way. You're building a new pathway in your brain. That takes time, but every day you practice, you get a little bit faster.
So small steps every day?
Exactly. Small steps lead to big progress. Don't expect fluency tomorrow. Just aim for a little improvement every day.
That's good advice. What are some small daily practices people can do?
Great question. Every morning, describe your breakfast in English. I'm eating toast. I'm drinking coffee. It's delicious.
Just a few sentences about breakfast?
Yes, just that. Every single day. Then, when you brush your teeth, think, I'm brushing my teeth. When you get dressed, I'm putting on my shirt.
So I'm narrating these daily actions in English.
Exactly. These repetitive daily actions are perfect for practice. You do them every day, so you think in English every day.
What about when I'm outside?
Describe what you see. The sky is blue. That dog is cute. The bus is coming. Simple observations in English.
And I do this in my head or out loud.
In your head is fine. Out loud is even better if you're alone, but in your head works great.
Okay, now you promised to reveal a secret, the trick that babies use to learn.
Ah, yes, the secret. Are you ready?
Yes, tell us.
The secret is babies don't translate, they just associate. They see mama, they hear mama, direct connection. No translation ever happens.
So we need to be like babies, make direct connections.
Exactly. Don't think mama equals my language word equals English word. Just think mama equals mama. Direct.
That's so simple, but it makes total sense.
Right? And that's what we're doing with all these techniques. Labels, pictures, simple sentences, all building direct connections. No translation.
This is such an important lesson.
It really is. And the earlier you start, the faster you'll become fluent.
Okay, everyone, let's practice right now. Mr. B, describe what you're doing right now in simple English.
Okay, right now I'm sitting. I'm talking. I'm smiling. I'm looking at my notes. I'm feeling happy.
Perfect. My turn. I'm sitting too. I'm listening. I'm learning. I'm excited about this topic. I want to help people.
Excellent. See how easy that was? Simple sentences, present tense, direct thoughts.
Okay, everyone, now it's your turn to practice.
Yes. Right now, look around you. Pick 3 objects. Write them in the comments in English.
Don't translate. Just look at the object, think the English word, and type it.
Then, describe what you're doing right now. I'm sitting. I'm watching this video. I'm learning English.
Simple sentences. Don't overthink. Just practice thinking directly in English.
We'll read every comment and we'll help you practice.
And if this episode helped you understand how to think in English, hit that like button.
Yes, this is one of the most important lessons for becoming fluent, so share it with your friends.
And subscribe to Podcast by Mr. B for more practical English learning tips.
We help you learn English naturally, the way native speakers actually think and talk.
No boring grammar rules, just real techniques that work.
So remember, like, comment with 3 objects around you, and subscribe.
Start today. Label one thing in your room in English. Just one thing. Tomorrow, label another.
Small steps, every day. That's how you build the habit of thinking in English.
Thank you so much for learning with us today.
Now go practice. Start thinking in English, even just a little bit.
See you in the next episode. Keep thinking in English.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.